It was baking hot for round 9 of the MotoGP calendar around the Catalunya circuit in Barcelona. Whilst the race wasn't filled with overtakes, this round may have been decisive when it comes to the championship, so let's take a look at 5 things we learned from the Catalan Grand Prix. Bagnaia bowled out. Bagnaia seemingly cannot catch a break as he DNF'd again, with an incident between Taka Nakagami and Rins taking him out. It has to be said that at this point, Bagnaia has probably lost too many points from crashes and bad results to win this title, as he sits 66 points behind Fabio Quartararo. Unless the ever-consistent Fabio does start to crash, along with Aleix Espargaro, it seems that Pecco won't be winning this year's title. After being so hotly tipped for the title in 2022, it's a shame to see Pecco already pretty much out of the running. Mourinho finally coming good. After his very mediocre performance last year, and the lack of performance in the early part of this year, I was questioning whether Luca Mourinho deserved a seat on the MotoGP grid. But with 2 top 10s in a row, the Italian is starting to show what he can do. Mourinho has yet to crash in a MotoGP race, a serious feat, but he has been generally fighting down the field. If he can do the same thing, but get consistent top 10s, then Mourinho will begin to prove why he should be in the top class of the world at motorcycle racing. The Cooldown Room. I can't remember when we first saw the post-race Cooldown Room between the top 3 riders, but I have been enjoying it. It's been interesting to hear the riders discuss the events of the race and their perspectives on them. It helps us see the riders as individuals as we get a little bit more of their personality on screen. The Cooldown Room was of course very popular in Formula 1, and it is good to see MotoGP integrating a similar thing into our sport. I would of course be interested in hearing your thoughts on the Cooldown Room and whether or not you've been enjoying hearing from the riders in such a fashion after the race. But I know that I hope to see it continue into the future. Points for Raul. It's been 8 difficult rounds for Fernandez, and now finally in the 9th race of the year he gets his first points. Hopefully the rookie star of the 2021 Moto2 season can use this result to gain confidence and improve in the second half of the season. The KTM appears to be improving again, particularly in race trim, as we've seen from Miguel and Brad's results in the last 2 races. I hope the Tech 3 guys will start benefiting from this too, as both of them are far more talented than their results so far would seem to suggest. A catastrophic mistake. I'm sorry to all the Aleix Espargaro fans, but that mistake was a stupidly hilarious way to throw away not only an almost certain podium, but his brilliant streak of podiums this season. It was a rookie error not expected from one as experienced as Aleix, as the home hero let off the gas with 1 lap to go, thinking that the race had finished. It was a blunder that could cost Aleix the championship, as Fabio continues to look unstoppable at the front of the title race. Rider of the weekend. Joan Mir is my rider of the weekend as he breaks his run of DNFs. Similar to Brad Binder last week, Mir had a terrible qualifying, starting in 17th and not looking happy at any point during the free practice sessions. The Spaniard struggled to stop his GSX-RR, which led to him qualifying well down the order, but the 2020 world champion launched it forwards off the line and made up 12 places in the early stages of the race, finishing 4th. The good result will give Joan a nice confidence boost, particularly after the crashes in Le Mans and Mugello, and will hopefully help get his season back on track. Struggle of the weekend. Pol Espargaro gets the unwanted prize of Struggle of the Weekend in his home race. He qualified pretty well in 10th place, but came across the line as the last finishing rider in 17th. It is not the result that Pol needed to keep his bid for the HRC seat going, let alone any other seat on the grid. Alright, that's 5 things we learnt from the Catalan Grand Prix. I hope you enjoyed the video. If I missed any, comment down below. Like, subscribe, all of that stuff. It's always appreciated. And thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.